Have you noticed more RVs parked along city streets or at rest stops lately? It's a trend that's becoming increasingly hard to ignore in 2025. More and more Americans are choosing to live on wheels rather than within traditional walls. But what's driving this shift towards a mobile lifestyle? Is it a sign of newfound freedom and flexibility, or does it point to deeper issues within our housing market? Let's take a closer look at the changing landscape of American living. In recent years, the cost of housing has climbed to unprecedented heights. Rents and home prices have reached levels that many middle-income families simply can't keep up with. This isn't just affecting big cities anymore. Even smaller towns are seeing their housing markets become increasingly unaffordable. As a result, we're witnessing a significant shift in how people are choosing to live. RVs, vans, and converted buses are no longer just for vacations or retirees touring the country. They've become full-time homes for a growing number of individuals and families. Some have made this choice willingly, drawn by the appeal of a minimalist lifestyle and the freedom to move. Others, however, have turned to mobile living out of necessity, finding it the only viable option in the face of skyrocketing housing costs. What's behind this dramatic change? Economic factors play a crucial role. While the cost of living has continued to rise, wage growth hasn't kept pace with inflation. This widening gap has left many Americans unable to secure traditional housing. The dream of home ownership, once a cornerstone of the American experience, feels increasingly out of reach for a large portion of the population. Cities across the country are grappling with how to respond to this new reality. Some local governments have taken proactive steps, creating safe parking programs that provide designated areas for RV residents. These programs often include access to basic amenities like restrooms and waste disposal facilities. Other cities, however, are struggling to adapt their zoning laws and infrastructure to accommodate this growing mobile population. Concerns about sanitation, parking regulations, and community impact have led to heated debates in town halls and city council meetings nationwide. Behind the statistics and policy discussions are real human stories. Families who never imagined living in an RV now find themselves adapting to life on the road. Retirees who plan to spend their golden years in a comfortable home are instead navigating the challenges of mobile living. Gig economy workers, drawn by the flexibility of remote work, are embracing van life as a way to reduce costs and increase mobility. For many, the experience of RV living is a mix of liberation and daily challenges. The freedom to change scenery at will and escape the burden of a mortgage or high rent payments can be exhilarating. However, the reality of limited space, the constant search for parking, and the uncertainties of mobile life can also be stressful. Families speak of the closeness that comes from shared tight quarters, but also the difficulties of maintaining privacy and personal space. One of the biggest hurdles faced by those living the RV lifestyle is access to basic infrastructure. Finding reliable sources of electricity, clean water, and affordable parking can be a daily struggle. Many RV dwellers rely on a patchwork of solutions, from solar panels and portable generators to membership programs that provide access to RV parks and campgrounds. However, as the number of full-time RVers grows, these resources are becoming increasingly strained. The rise of RV living isn't just a personal choice, it's a symptom of broader issues within our housing market and economy. As more Americans find themselves priced out of traditional housing, the need for innovative solutions becomes more pressing. Affordable housing initiatives are gaining traction in some areas, with developers and city planners exploring new models of community living. Debates around rent control and housing subsidies have reignited, with proponents arguing that intervention is necessary to keep housing accessible for all. Some communities are experimenting with creative approaches to address the housing crisis. Tiny home villages, co-housing developments, and converted motels are emerging as alternative housing options. These initiatives aim to provide affordable, community-oriented living spaces that bridge the gap between traditional housing and the nomadic RV lifestyle. The tech industry, too, is responding to this shift. Apps and online platforms designed to help RV dwellers find parking, connect with fellow travelers, and locate essential services are proliferating. Some companies are even exploring the development of smart RVs, equipped with advanced solar technology and water recycling systems to make mobile living more sustainable and self-sufficient. As we look to the future, it's clear that the rise of RV living is more than just a passing trend. It's a reflection of deeper changes in our society, changes in how we view work, community, and the very concept of home. For some, the RV lifestyle represents a chosen path towards greater freedom and simplicity. For others, it's a necessary adaptation to economic realities they never anticipated. The challenge for policymakers, urban planners, and communities across America is to find ways to accommodate and support this growing mobile population while also addressing the underlying issues that have made traditional housing unattainable for so many. This may require rethinking zoning laws, investing in new types of public infrastructure, and developing innovative housing models that can provide stability and community for those who might otherwise be forced into nomadic living. As we continue to observe this shift in American living patterns, it's important to approach the issue with empathy and openness. The rise of RV homelessness is not just a housing issue, it's a complex social phenomenon that touches on questions of economic inequality, urban development, and personal freedom. By understanding the diverse experiences of those choosing or being forced into mobile living, we can work toward solutions that address the needs of all members of our communities. In the end, the growing presence of RVs on our streets and highways is more than just a change in scenery. It's a call to re-examine our assumptions about what makes a home and what it means to be part of a community. As we move forward, the choices we make in response to this trend will shape not just the physical landscape of our cities and towns, but the very fabric of American society.